We're beyond the point where we need to justify the value AI agents bring to businesses. The value and ROI that agents are bringing is quite apparent in the modern company's workflow at this point. However, there have been a couple of tools that broadly achieve the same goal but thrive in very different environments. I'm talking about Google's Agentspace and AI Agent Builder. And to get more clarity on this today, I've brought on Yann Kronberg to dissect both of these tools and tell us what each of them is actually best for. So, Yann, my first question would be, what is the difference between these both tools? They're both agents, but how do you distinguish them?
Yeah, I mean, if you want to make it simple, Agentspace is the equivalent of enterprise search. You're able to connect various sources of data in many different environments. For instance, like you can have a Jira instance, you can have, all kind of Microsoft product that you're using, and you connect them all in one place, which is Agentspace, and you're able to not only search all these things, but you can have some logic and make some workflow and some action to do things, such as like you can search for some information into Jira, and then you can create a Slack message from Agentspace with that information directly. So it's a very, very neat tool. If you want, it's a modern enterprise search. Agent Builder is a bit different, right? I mean, it's the way that Google make it easy for people to build agents. So first off, you have, like the model garden, you have an agent garden or agent gallery that they have, and you're able to choose an agent that you want to build, such as customer service or quality assurance, and it's just all ready, right? You just need to connect them to your different sources, or you can actually create it from scratch, right? Using complex coding to using their SDK, and you can build an agent, a sophisticated customer service agent or sales agents, anything you can think of, using Agent Builder. Where they intersect is essentially they can share source of data, right? So you can have Agentspace, and essentially, Agentspace is connected to sources, and the Agent Builder can leverage the same kind of data sources.
Yeah, and there's definitely a lot of work being done on constantly improving these tools. Just from your perspective, what do you see upcoming for both of these tools? Google has some announcements coming up soon, but do you have any sort of thoughts on where these agents can still add a lot more value to its users?
Like the whole AI stack, agent is something, a new a tool that essentially increase productivity, right, for most people. We've seen agent doing more and more things autonomously. The level for in coding, it would be the level of junior engineers, where you can execute on a roadmap, with existing code. It still has some way to go, but they're more and more sophisticated into what they can do on the agent side. On the Agent Builder, the direction that Google is taking is like you can connect to anything, anywhere, including your own data, and you have one interface to get to this information. So these are definitely products that are going to increase productivity of people.
Yeah,
and it's going to get better and better.
Yeah, for sure. Now, Yann, I know you've worked with both these tools. Imagine I'm a company coming to you, and I want to get an idea of how much weight do I really need to lift to get each of these working. Could you talk a bit about the management and the technical setup that's required for each one of these tools, and how can anyone looking at these tools get support from the ecosystem?
Yeah, I mean, Agentspace is really plug and play. You really literally you can just turn it on because Google has built tons of out of the box connectors, and I think there's more emphasis on what can you do with the information. So they basically let you create a little bit of workflow capability and create capability. So that's really easy to set up. There's almost like no training there. Agent is a bit more, I would say, sophisticated. It's not necessarily the building of the agent, because Google make it also easy by providing a lot of agents in their in their tools out of the box. So it's more like, how do you insert it so it's useful into your company. Everybody has the customer service kind of agent in their mind. This is something that is really well done. But beyond the customer service agent, you can do a lot of things. Help you code, help you being more efficient on the automation side. We've seen quite a bit of company improving their HR operation, their payroll operation, their bookkeeping operation using agent. And I think it's just the beginning, right? So you just need a little bit more, essentially you still need a human, right, everywhere. But you need to make sure the agent are well inserted in your company processes. That takes a little bit more work on the change management side, essentially. But as far as the easiness of building an agent, it's never been easier. And as far as the the implementation of Agentspace is literally turn it on. So it can be more easy. It can be easier than that. So as far as building them, you don't need any code to build them, because in the agent garden or agent gallery that they have, you can just use one and connect it to your data source. So there's not a lot of support you need. If you need to do something more sophisticated, you need some engineering support for sure. It's little support unless you want to go into complex automation work, on the agent side. There you need a team that help you a little bit. Yeah.
All right. Thank you to everyone listening. If there's anyone who'd like to read more about this, you can read Yann's latest Substack article about AI Agent Builder versus Agentspace. As far as the kind of work Zazmic does, we do have workshops that can help you get kickstarted on Agent Builder and Agentspace project. If you want to dive deeper into these tools, do reach out to us.